Hello. Let me just refresh the Facebook group here. It'll take a minute, but if you're watching the replay, my name's Eileen. I have a YouTube channel called Invoking Oracles. It's in the corner, but that's going to disappear pretty soon because I'm going to put up my QR code. Let me just refresh Facebook again. There we go. Okay, let's get that going. How do we do the bigger? I want to see the comments. There we go. Let me just refresh Facebook again. There we go. Okay. Carrie. All right, here. Oh, wait, let me turn myself down. I don't want to hear myself. Okay, what time is it? 6:01. Let's get the party started. All right, we got 2 people watching on Facebook. I did get a couple requests from YouTube viewers who don't watch or don't use Facebook. So I have a couple readings already. So the plan is, okay, what's the plan? It doesn't get any easier, I swear. It does get easier, but okay, here's the plan. This is a channeled message. I'm going to draw a card from a past life for each person who asks for a reading. I'm going to draw a card from that deck, and then the card that I get, I am going to ask that person's higher self. I'm going to channel a message about what the gift was they had in that life. So if you weren't around for the last couple sessions I did, it was basically focusing on the gifts and the mastery that you had in that past life that I'm drawing. And the whole point is to ask your higher self what gifts it's trying to have you integrate into this life to activate your soul's divine blueprint. So again, I know that's a mouthful. What I'm trying to achieve, the intention is to channel the message from your higher self about the gift in the past life that I draw. What was the gift? What was your mastery in that life? Despite the traumas in that life, what was the gift that you bring into this life that needs to be activated to bring forth your soul's divine blueprint? Okay, so first person, excuse me. Ooh. I'm burning too much sage over here. Well, I did the sage Palo Santo combo. All right, oof, that's what it was. First person is Carol Hallman. Carol, I'm just going to have you breathe with me. Let's just get grounded. Let's just get centered. Let's just get neutral. I'm going to approach your higher self for this message. What was the gift? I already drew the card. All right, let me do this real quick. There we go. This was the card you got? Definitely a unicorn. All right. Elementals are already starting to come through. One second here. Let's get the message. Okay, this is for Carol. Parts are starting to download that it's like you lived in a magical realm. What was the gift, please? Like the words that came were, it was just very multidimensional. Like, clearly the image is a unicorn, but they're like also what came forth right after was like accompanied by fairies, the forest elementals, elemental world. I'm definitely getting some type of Scandinavian. Interesting linkage that's coming. Elemental, Scandinavian, but powerful Viking. So it's kind of like the combination of soft yet powerful. I'm really just getting powerful Viking, super powerful, but you had the ability to access that softness, to access that magical realm, to access that, oh gosh, how could I say this? Can you please give me some clear words to convey this, please? I'm just seeing a very flowy relationship with nature, the elementals. It's really your ability to have one foot in a very grounded world, a very powerful, a very strong world, and the Vikings, a very resilient world, and still have one foot, the capacity to still have one foot in the softness and in the magic of life. And I think that is all of that imagery came together to name the gift that needs to be activated in you to bring out your soul's divine blueprint for this life. So listen to the replay because that all kind of has to come together. I think that comes together nicely. Okay. Hope that resonates, Carol. Let's clear the field for the next person. The next person is also going to be a YouTube request. They're my people. I don't like Facebook. So this one is for Casey. Okay. So while I shuffle, that's my QR code for my YouTube channel. Later, I'm going to replace it with a different QR code for my electronic business card. Let me just do. Okay, so this is for Casey. She is someone I did a reading for earlier this summer. All right, Casey, just breathe with me. Just connect. Let's just get neutral. Can you guys hear me okay? I'm just going to wait for a yes. Told to cut. This is for Casey. Oh, yeah. There we go. Okay. Much like last time, I spent a little bit of time with spirit, just looking at the cards, like trying to tap into the collective energies. This card came out, I want to say 3 or 4 times. So you got, can you hear me okay? Yes. Okay. All right. So Casey, this life, I'm going to sense into what your higher self wants you to glean, the wisdom from that life. Just breathe with me. There's several aspects, several possibilities from this card. Okay, so in every shadow aspect of life, there is a gift, right? Kind of like what Heather was saying yesterday. She likes to play in the shadows because the magic is in the shadows. As you think about the shadow side that can happen with authority figures, if you are not the authority figure, which in this life I'm not getting that she was, she ended up becoming very passive and very somebody that followed the rules. And out of that shadow, she later learned to stand up for herself. She later learned that not all rules were for the greatest good. She later learned to question authority. She later learned to have an element of self-love that created her own boundaries. And that's the gift that your higher self wants you to bring into this life and activate your divine blueprint by questioning these rules that maybe you earlier in your life didn't question. Make a stand for yourself when you see that the rules are riddled with injustice. It's like what came out was like a pro bono lawyer type of thing where it's like they stand up for the underdog. I hope that resonates, Casey. Okay. I got the big boy too. Okay. All right. Okay, so we did that. Let me just double check now, guys, the comments. Thanks for coming back. I see you guys have come back. Okay, where we go. Shonda. Gary. Oh, you cleared the field with Palo Santo, Shonda. That whale behind me, that's Palo Santo. It came from one of my trips to Peru. All right, Sarah. Okay. Sarah for sure. Vicky. Mimi. Carolyn. Carolyn G. How about Carolyn today, guys? Whew. All right. I smoked myself out. Okay. All right. So let me see. Sarah actually emailed me too. So I'm going to, Sarah, I'll do first, then Shonda, then Vicky, then Mimi, then Carolyn. Okie dokie. Okay. All right. Love Fest was really cool, wasn't it? Like, I mean, I went last year, but it probably gets better and better every year. Okay. Okay. This is for Sarah. I did a reading for Sarah this summer too. All right. Okay, Sarah, just breathe with me. Let's just get neutral. Ooh, another one. Native American. That's for you, Sarah. All right. Can I please have the message, her gift, and her mastery from that life? Immediately what came out was like you were the dream weaver. You were like the the elder woman who had like all the little kids gathered around looking at the stars and like telling them stories about the ancestors and the constellations up there, telling them about like their own divinity and their inherent worth and value. So let me elaborate on that with a, can you please name that gift in a, it's like you have the power to show people like the beauty inside of them. You have the power to show people what's possible. You have the power to express what you see in them, and then that helps them see more in themselves. And if I can bring in an example, that's what you did for me when I did the reading for you. You reflected that back to me. So just remember, you always make a difference, even if people might not tell you. Just remember that. Hope that resonates, Sarah. And thank you for that gift you gave me this summer. Okay. So that was Sarah. Let's Shonda. Shonda's next. Think of that, right, Sarah? The You're weaving the connections between people's visions and dreams. Very powerful. Okay. All right. Let's get transition over to Shonda. Shonda, breathe with me. Thank you, Carrie. Which name? The YouTube channel? I can't focus, guys. No comments, Eileen. Just focus. This is for Shonda. Please reveal it. Please reveal it. Did you get this last time? Can you type in the comments, Shonda, if you got this last time, please? Because somebody did. But regardless, that's what I gotta ask your higher self about. Type in the comments if you did get that last time, Shonda. What was the gift in that life, please? Thank you. Please make it clear. Please make it clear. Please make it so clear that it touches her heart. Thank you. I'm seeing you were a maternal figure. Like you're guiding the children. Starting to sense a common thread. You were guiding the children and all the light aspects of that time of Atlantis. Teaching them about crystals. Oh, and what came through too is singing. You were teaching them about singing and frequencies. And what came through is, hey, Drew, you have farm. Okay, good, Shauna. What came through, you were teaching them about how their singing can change the crystal, the matrix inside the crystal. The vibrations of their singing altered how the crystals, molecular structure formed inside. Because a crystal is very malleable. It's not just a rock. It's, especially a high quality crystal, there's moisture in it. It actually moves inside, right? And with these children, you were guiding them to use their voices to change the frequency of the crystal. Starting to give me chills. It's let me see if I can get some completion on that. It was like, I just saw this scene. It was like it had like, maybe you were like a teacher, right? Because you had like this little group of kids and you were like, okay, you taught them what to do with their voices and these crystals. Like maybe like they were singing towards the crystals or singing to the crystals. And you're like, just do, follow my instructions and see what happens. And they saw what happened and they like all exploded like, Wah! So it's like, let's just enjoy that. I'm gonna be complete. I think you know that what that gift is. Okay, thank you. And Shonda, it has been a pleasure reading for you this weekend. Thank you. All right. Vicky. Mm-hmm. That's right, Shonda. All right. So Vicky, while I shuffle, Vicky, just breathe with me. What does she need to know now for the highest good? To activate her soul's divine blueprint, please. Thank you. Oof. Okay. This was your angels. Okay. Let me channel the message. Which aspect would you like her to know about, please? Please make it clear. Please make it relevant. Thank you. Okay, this one, even if you don't believe in past lives, which I have a feeling we all do, let's say you do. When someone passes away, we're in the spirit realm for that in-between time. In between that time, the angels, our guardian angels, speak to us and teach us and kind of do a life review, and with our spirit guides, like they help you put together the lessons you learned. Then after, you're still in like a waiting mode, right? Because we're talking about infinity, right? So you're still in a waiting mode, but what you did was you functioned as an angel for your loved ones. So you came back in spirit to help guide your loved ones, and you acted like a guardian angel for your loved ones. So this is something, I want to say this is something that's already tangible to you. So when you are trying to communicate with your guardian angels, it's already very real to you because you lived it. You've played that role, so you know it's very real. Let's see if I can come to closure with that. Really, the message that just came through was tell her to relax because she knows she's got so many angels and guardians around her, and she knows it. So just try to settle into being a little more relaxed. Okay. Hope that resonates, Vicky. Okay. Then we have Mimi. Okay. Mimi, if you could just breathe with me real quick. This one coming up is for you, Mimi. There's also, hey, Kathy. All right, so we got Kathy. Nomi. After Mimi and Carol and G. You're welcome, Vicky. All right. Mimi, just breathe with me. Come to neutral. Open and receptive. Open and receptive. Unrequited love. What was the wisdom from this life, please? Immediately what's coming through is you learned how to love yourself. You learned how not to look for love outside of yourself and making other people's opinions about you more important than your own. You learned how not to abandon yourself in pursuit of somebody else's love. That's the gift. It's like a loyalty to yourself. Sometimes this quote comes through, and it came through, so I'm going to try to remember how it goes. I think it's often attributed to the Buddha. There is no one in this world more deserving of your love than you. Okay, Mimi, you know how to integrate that. Self-love, self-care, boundaries, valuing yourself, loving yourself. Okay, Carolyn G. Breathe with me, Carolyn. These cards really shouldn't be surprising for this group, right? It's kind of obvious what your gifts are. Let's see if we can get something in addition. Can we please have the mastery that she had in that life? The pure mastery. What just came through was you had an undaunted certainty about whatever came through for you. You never questioned it. You stuck with it. It was like the first thing that comes, you know. You know. It was a very deep sense of self-trust. Unwavering trust in your intuition. Hope that resonates, Carolyn. Okay. All right, guys, more than halfway done. All right, Kathy. Okay, Kathy, just breathe with me. Can't make this up, guys. Speaking of unwavering trust in my intuition, I knew these cards were going to come back and repeat and repeat and repeat. So authority figures, but let's see what the relevance was for you, because like I said, there's multiple layers of where you're coming from in this life, right? Please make it clear. Please make it clear. Please make it relevant for her, please. Thank you. I'm sorry. I intentionally tried to get a visual of me talking to your higher self. And she was like, she was the bossy one in this life. So you were the authority figure. That was very intimidating. I'll leave it at that. Very intimidating, but there's a gift in that. Immediately what's coming through is you justified your level of intimidation and the forcefulness that you used because regardless of your energy that you brought to it, there was still a deep, sincere care for the people that you had authority over. It was that whole, I'm doing this because I love you. Just listen to me. Kind of like how kids, parents are with their kids. So it's that deep commitment to serving the people that you care about. That's it. Thank you. Okay, Kathy, I hope that resonates. All right. Nomi is next. Nomi. Thank you, Shonda. Okay, Kathy, that is wonderful. Yeah. Yeah, Kathy McBossy Pants. Just kidding. Okay, that was Kathy. This is Nomi. Nomi, if you could just breathe with me, please. Get centered. Get neutral. Release your tension. What does she need to know for her highest good to activate her soul's divine blueprint, please? Thank you. Ooh. Farm. I swear there are more cards in this deck, and I'm using the whole deck, but the same ones keep coming out. Okay. Let me just sense into that. The phrase that came through is, it was a time of deep resourcefulness. You were resourceful. You could make a lot out of a little. You could do magic with very, if even in poverty, even in drought, even when there was a crop failure, you could still make a lot out of it. So can you sense into that gift? I won't elaborate, Nomi. I think you know. Just listen to the replay because I want you to kind of just dwell on this. Okay? All right. There you go. Kathy was a supervisor and really cared about her employees. There you go. Okay. All right. I think I got everybody. Let's see. Yeah, lemonade. Yes. That's right, Nomi. Okay, I think I got everybody. Carry Strength. Did you get a reading? If you've got, oh, you didn't. You didn't, Carrie. Okay. Or no, was that Carrie Balderston? Oh, wait. Oh my God. Can you please put in the comments? Did I miss both Carries? Can you guys put that in the comments real quick? Carrie S, Carrie B. Can you put that in the comments if I missed both of you? Okay. Carrie Strength, you too. Can you put it in the comments if I missed you? All right, Carrie. I have time to shuffle, so I'm going to shuffle. Okay. It's name avoidance. All right. Well, we're going with Carrie Balderston because Carrie's strength didn't make it clear. Carrie's strength didn't make it clear if she wanted a reading, and I don't overstep if you didn't ask. Okay. All right, Carrie. What does she need to know now for the highest good of all concerned? Which past life contains that level of mastery to activate her divine blueprint? Ooh, haven't gotten this one in a while. Forgiveness. The past life of forgiveness. Of course, Carrie, you're going to make me really have to channel because I don't know what past life that is. Let me channel. Let me channel real quick. You guys know you can open your chakras by just holding that area and just breathing into it. Okay. I'm just opening up my crown because, okay, Carrie Strank, I gotcha. Past life, please. Okay. It was an amalgamation of past lives. It wasn't just one. That's why they came through with a card that was vague, but they're saying that it is several past lives altogether that required you to learn about forgiveness. Okay, let me tap into that. Okay. One came in and it was one where you were definitely poor and destitute. And no, you didn't have enough. And no, all the bad stuff. But there was an epiphany you came to in this specific life that was like, you know what? Nobody owes me anything. Like it was like you were letting people off the hook. Like for a large part of these past lives, you like just felt like such a victim. But then in that one past life, you actually felt like the realization of nobody's coming to rescue me. It's really just up to me. Like it was the fact that you stopped looking outside of yourself and just looked internally and obviously to the creator. But it was like you just stopped looking to everybody else. I really am getting that that's the message. You already know. You already know the answer. Stop looking outside of yourself. And then I got the look within, and eventually the answer will bubble up to a point where you can actually see it without denying it. Okay. Hope that helped, Carrie. Okay. The other Carrie. Hi, Bree. You're working. I was at work pretending to work too. You're welcome, Bree. You're welcome. All right, so we are going to the other Carrie. Carrie Balderston. You know I'm psychic, and I know you know that resonated. Okay. I think this is our last reading, Carrie. Double Carrie power. Okay, so Carrie S. Breathe with me for a sec. Just come to neutral. Guys, if we're not just a bunch of soul family, there are 44 cards in this deck, and the same ones want to keep coming out. Okay, so Carrie S. Who else got this, Shonda? I swear to God, I am using this entire deck. But I don't have to explain that to you guys. You guys know. So, Atlantis, let's see what wants to come through for you. Can I say I don't even have to close my eyes? My eyes got drawn right away to this part. The dark seaweed on the column. And I'm not mad at you. I'm not trying to make you feel bad. You are definitely one of the nefarious powers in this lifetime. But what also came right away, like literally back to back, like the second that caught my attention, downloaded, the other thing came in and downloaded. And what happened in this life, as everything was crumbling and destroying, you came to your own admission that you right away saw okay, and I'm also getting this too. It was a group of this council that you were a member of. It was a group of that council, and you were the more benevolent one of the group, but you didn't have the power to steer them back on track. They were like a freight train. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. They were like a freight train. They were going to do what they wanted no matter what, and you really couldn't step in front of them. But that's the gift. You knew that what they were doing was wrong, and you tried to stop them despite knowing that they were a force that couldn't be stopped. And I'm also getting the phrase, you did come to the realization, and when you did try to make them stand down, you were faithful to that message. And you can see where that gift would apply in this life. Okay. Beautiful. All right, guys, I think we got to wrap up. Carrie Strink, I hope that resonated. Okay. All right, I don't see anybody else. Sorry, YouTube. I do love YouTube. I'm loyal to YouTube, but I don't know I never figured out how to look at both things at the same time. I could barely keep track of this one. But as I wrap up, I want to say a quote. Where's the quote? Okay. There are two ways of spreading the light. One is to be a candle, or the mirror that reflects the light. And that is by Edith Wharton. And I just want to say, I am reflecting all of the beautiful light that I witnessed from all of my AAA classmates. And like, I just want to make sure that you know that I know how great you are. The Carrie, the Carrie B, the Drew, the who else is here? You get my drift though, right? Like, I just want you to know I'm so grateful I had this experience with you guys. I also want to reflect the light from the AAA alums that came before us that inspired us. Heather was super instrumental in me choosing to do this, so thank you, Heather. Even though no one can pronounce my name. Oh, let me share my other. One second. Replace with. Let's do this one. All right, people. This is my business card version. Okay, that'll be in the corner. But back to the alums. Sarah, I already said Sarah. Another one was Jen Godwin or Goodwin. Doing the messages for those people when we did the stranger sessions, that helped me get rid of my imposter syndrome. And it's how we witness each other and reflect each other that builds each other up. And you can't do that in a vacuum. So I want to acknowledge that. And I obviously, speaking of the candle and the light, I obviously want to acknowledge Corinne for being the spark that lit all of these candles. So grateful. I never would have thought I had these gifts. I would have just been, just going to somebody else to clear my chakras for the rest of my life. But I know this is just the beginning for all of us. And I want you to know, like, get in touch with me. If you ever need encouragement on how to really be the light worker that you were born to be, email me. We'll get on a Zoom call. I'm here to support you guys in any way I can. So with that, yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Kathy. Okay. All right, guys. So I'll leave you with my QR code. Yeah. Check out the links in there. It's got my calendar. Book a session with me. Follow my YouTube channel. That's the other one. But yeah, anyway, I am done with my gratuitous shameless plug. And that's it. I'll be seeing you around YouTube.